Hi friends, we have done 6 lessons now, class 11, CBSE. Remember 5 poems and also a prose lesson, The Portrait of a Lady by Cushions. Now we are going to do another one, that is, we are not afraid to die if we can all be together. We are not afraid to die if we can all be together. See, that's the title of the lesson. Actually, this is a passage taken from the story is an excerpt, a passage taken from Gordon's voyage account, Schooner to the Southern Ocean. See, authors are Gordon Cook and Alan East. So Gordon Cook's book account of the voyage account of Schooner to the Southern Ocean. Schooner is a sailing ship with 2 or more masts and 2 jigs, one in front and one in the back, aft of the ship. Aft, AFT, aft of the ship. And then the sails are parallel to the length of the ship. The sails. See, for example, something like this, not a good drawing master, but still I will show you something like this. You can see. Suppose this is the ship. Okay. Ship, right? And you have got the mast here, one, another mast. And you have got the sails like this. So these sails are parallel to the length of the ship. And then there will be a small one like this and also a small one like this, a small flag. So splash flag. That is a schooner. So actually the Wavewalker, that is a schooner. Means 2 masts. These are, as you proceed, you will see that there is in front of it, there is a stone jig. So that is a small triangular piece just in front of the mast. Understand? And then you will find it. So this is Schooner to the Southern Ocean is the book, and this is taken from that book written by Gordon Cook. Understand? So that is the context. Now what happens here is that, that's very interesting. And the narrative is first person narrative. That means I and my family. That's what it is. I. So that is first person, And then another point to notice that, this is all, the background is played by Captain James Cook. And who was James Cook? British naval captain, navigator, explorer, captain in the Royal Blue, the UK's main warfare force. So that is James Cook. And James Cook made 3 expeditions to the Pacific, into the Pacific Ocean. And that is, one was in 1768 to 71, 1772, 75, and third was 1776, 1773. And Gordon Cook, actually, it is a bicentenary celebration of Captain Cook's 3rd expedition. Not first 2, not these 2, but this 3rd expedition. Bicentenary. 1776, this is 1976. So 2 centuries. It's called bicentenary. So bicentenary celebration of Captain Cook's 3rd expedition. Expedition means a journey for exploration, exploring something. Exploring means going to places where nobody else had hitherto gone. That is exploring means. For example, we have got great exploration like Vasco da Gama. You have Amerigo Vespucci. See, these are great explorers. Yes. expedition. They are undertaking expeditions. Means long journeys in search of things. That is expedition means. Not excursion. That is. So first person narrative, twice are written here. Now I hope you understand the position. This passage is from schooner to the southern ocean. Schooner means a sailing ship with 2 or more masts, and the sails are arranged into the parallel to the length of the wind. There are certain sails are arranged to the breadth across, but this is length of the. If this suppose this is the sails will be standing like this, and they will be vibrating or something like that. You got the point. See that? So schooner to the southern ocean is the book, and this is the passage taken from that. Now here the background is it is the bicentenary celebration of Captain Cook's 3rd expedition, and that was between 1776 1779. And who was James Cook? He was a captain and navigator in the Captain Royal Blue, a very famous person, and also a navigator, and also a person who was the captain of Royal Blue. Royal Blue, that is the Navy, UK's Navy, Royal Blue, and then main warfare force. You got the point now. So start with the schooner to the southern ocean, written by Gordon Cook, and then you have got the 3 expeditions made by James Cook. James Cook was a captain in the Royal Blue. He made 3 expeditions. He undertook 3 expeditions, 17 and this bicentenary celebration of that. So Gordon had vowed that I will make a ship of my own. It will be professionally built. That means built with expertise by experts. And that was a very beautiful ship. And that is, he called it Wavewalker. Wavewalker. Understand? Now, that's the background. When you come to this, what happens is, you will find the characters in this great drama. Great drama enacted in the ocean. Southern Indian Ocean. Of course, they continue afterwards, but up to that, their journey up to Southern Indian Ocean and the massive damage caused by huge waves in the Southern Indian Ocean, how they managed to save and in the save all the members of the members in the ship, and also the struggle that they made. Struggle everyone made. There are 2 children. His daughters, Gordon's daughter, son and daughter. Son's name was Jonathan. He was 6, LKG or UKG maximum. And then Suzanne, so for short you say Sue, and Jonathan you say John. Now these are words of the 6-year-old boy, Jonathan. But somewhere you will find sentence number 80 in this your lesson. If you count, you will see it will be sentence number 80. And there he is encouraging his father. Are we going to die? And he says that the 6-year-old boy says that we are not afraid to die if we all stay together. You, daddy, mommy, and then Sue and myself. If you all stay together, then we are not afraid to die. So it's a booster, an encouragement. Then you will see that is the most critical time of their journey. And then he is getting such a booster dose of optimism. So he was determined. He said that I will put all my might and energy and my expertise, my knowledge and my sailing experience all together, and I will somehow save my ship. And then what happened is, it happens. Then on the 7th January, trouble began from 2nd January. And by 7th January 1977, they reached Amsterdam, a very small island with just 28 inhabitants. Understand? And they cheered them, and they helped them and continued From there, they continued their journey. So that is the background. Now when you come into this, you know what happens. You have got Gordon Cook, 37, a businessman. He was the man behind the big shop. Maybe his wife of Gordon must be 35, 34, 33, 34, 32, 70. Guess. Suzanne, 7-year-old daughter. For short, he says Sue. And then Jonathan, that is 6-year-old son. And these are his words. We are not afraid to die if we can all be together. All means the whole family. The whole family is there in that ship. Jonathan, 6, Larry Vigil, an American, and Herb Seigler, a Swiss, a crewman. Crewman means working in a ship. People working in a ship or working together anywhere, I can say. I think you can say there are your department teaches a crewman of that department. Means they are working together, they have got one single goal, that is teaching. Listen, crewman. You are sailors, you can say, expert sailors. Larry Vigil and Herb Seigler. Then another character is the Wavewalker. Wavewalker is the ship, the schooner. A sailing ship, or you call it a schooner, 23 meters, 70 feet length, 70 feet. 23 meters, roughly 70 feet, 30 ton weight, 30 ton, imagine. And then professionally built, wooden hulled beauty. Hull means the outer side of the ship. So it was select wood. It was built and it was a very beautiful ship. It had 2 masts, one stone in front of it, and inside you have got. They spend a lot of time working hard, trying, testing it in the worst situations and so on. And it took years for them to fit it out. Made preparation, agreed, everything is all fine. So that, and then you have got in the drama there should be villain, no? And that villain is the Southern Indian Ocean. Why you go Southern Indian Ocean? So it's the villain. Because in the Southern Indian Ocean that they suffered the massive damage. Understand, the broken ribs of the ship. Planks are broken, lost whatever they had, and the pump, electric pump, short circuit, all kinds of difficulties they met. But they did not lose courage. That's the thing. They are so courageous people, they are determined. So at last they managed to succeed. Finally, of course, they succeeded. Now, that was in celebrating expeditions, James Cook bicentenary celebration of Captain James Cook's 3rd expedition, which was between 1776 and 1779. Now you can see Gordon was awarded, and that's at the end of this terrible journey, Gordon was awarded the prestigious, the prestigious, you can read, Gordon was awarded the prestigious Lady Swaddling Trophy by the Shipwrecked Mariners Society for that year. So that is, everything ended happy. Now what happened is that Gordon Cook set out from Plymouth with his wife, as I already told, Mary, 2 very young children, Jonathan and Sue, and their aim was, or their idea was, to repeat the 3rd and the last voyage Captain James Cook made in 1776. So that is bicentenary. 1776, 1976. Voyage means a long journey by sea or space. Voyage, a long journey, voyage. You know, when people go on say a long journey, you will wish them like this, Bon voyage. It's actually a French expression, bon. Bon, group bon tea. So they say bon voyage means happy journey. That's French. Voyage. 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 French pronunciation is that. Voyage. Bon voyage. That means happy journey. See that? So in English it is voyage. 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 So this is the voyage. Okay. So you probably understand. And then as I already told you these things, see how the family kept the boat afloat. That is the story actually. How the family kept the boat afloat. The boat, he means the ship, the sailing ship afloat in the face of the worst sailing crisis. So to say, the worst. As you see, as we read the passage now, when we proceed with that, you will see huge waves, higher than the mast of their ship. They broke, and it not only broke the parts of the ship, outer side of the ship, but also it broke the parts of human beings. Gordon's mouth was filled with broken teeth and blood. Imagine, broken teeth and blood. She had a cut on her, a swollen, a swelling, a huge swelling just near her eyes, and also her arms, on her hand, the hand was cut, bleeding hand. So even in spite of all this, and Mary was trying her very best. She was at the wheel throughout. Imagine, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, they could find a happy dawn. So that means January 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 5 days. 5 days afloat in the sea. No idea where to go. They lost all their instruments, their compass they lost. Their chart room was flooded. And the deck also was flooded. They couldn't do anything. See that? And the water was streaming in, like a stream, imagine. And they lost hand pumps, not work, electric pump was short circuited. So somehow they had a spare pump or something like that. And Larry and Herb, they were like madmen, they were pumping. So day and night pumping, imagine. And 2 days they did not eat anything. So all this crisis, they somehow, this week we call this that an insurmountable situation, almost impossible to overcome. But they managed to overcome. At the end, they reached the destination and they managed to celebrate this bicentenary celebration of Captain Cook's, James Cook's third expedition. Now, when you read this, you got an idea, isn't it? And when you if you got an idea, then when we get into this, it will be easy. Once again, I will just quickly go through that. See, this passage is from Schooner to the Southern Ocean, written by Gordon Cook. Gordon Cook, and this story is an excerpt from that, part of that. And the basis or the context is the bicentenary celebration of Captain Cook's third expedition, 1777. And then Captain Cook was a captain, explorer, the captain in the royal blue. And the way of telling is first person, I. And then you find characters in this ocean drama, if you want, you can call it like that. This Gordon Cook, 37, a businessman. Mary, his wife, Suzanne, 7, daughter, Jonathan, 6, son, Larry Vigil and Herb Seigler, they are the crewmen, sailors, expert sailors. Then they have got the Wavewalker, that is the ship, the schooner. Just the name of the ship, they gave it the name Wavewalker. Walking over the waves. And actually, in fact, the Wavewalker did walk over the waves. That's how it all ended happily. And then, but it was professionally built and it was very beautiful in the southern Indian Ocean. After all this crisis and so on, what happened is that and he got an award, Lady Swathi, prestigious Lady Swathi award, instituted by Shipwrecked Mariners Club. That is, so he on the hour. Now that is introduction. This is how you look at it from the introduction point of view. Understand? I hope that you have got that introduction. What is a schooner? What is the importance of James Cook in this? Why did the Gordon Cook undertake this expedition? This for celebrate the bicentenary celebration of James Cook's expedition 200 years ago. So this is bicentenary, 1976. Understand? Then you saw who are the characters in this. Wavewalker is a character, Southern Indian Ocean character. There are two crewmen, two small children, and husband and wife. These are the characters. Now they started the journey. The first part was quite comfortable. They enjoyed the Christmas on 25th December. Then from January 1977 onwards, all the trouble started. Finally, as I told you, as a comfort, so to say, as a relief, it was a great relief for them to reach Amsterdam, a French occupied colony, and an island. And there the islanders, they greeted them, and then they helped them to continue their journey, etc. Finally, he was given the award. So this is the background or introduction. Now tomorrow we will see more about this. That means the story. I will narrate the story in brief. But before that, I would suggest that you go through the text. There are very interesting, many useful day-to-day to be used day-to-day conversation. Very good phrases, and you come across courageous people, courageous children, and courageous crewmen. So optimism, all along optimism. So how in life when we are, including myself, when we are facing such difficulties which you think that there is no answer, but you see your determination and your optimism can definitely get through. So this is what you should learn from this lesson. Understand? So bye, have a nice day. Tomorrow we will have more of the introduction, means text part of it. Now this is just the introduction, means there are background of it. And now the text part we will see tomorrow. And then you see what you see before that, before we leave. My dear friends, please remember this. Wander less, stay home more, expose less, wear masks more, come close less, stay away more, endanger less, protect more. Endanger, don't put you in danger. There are many ways to put you in danger these days, because all around you are only danger. Understand? Therefore, but as Gordon Cook and family did, we will fight it out, and definitely with our determination, and also with obeying all the things, or the suggestions and rules and regulations and instructions of government and authorities and other good people. I'm sure that if you obey, we will also stand on the victory stands. And it is not far away, it's very, very near. We can see silver lining in the clouds. So with this optimism, bye. Have a nice time. Enjoy.